Larsa Pippen's messy dating history. Reality TV stars are a weird bunch. Sure, you've got your Kardashians and your Jenners, your Snookis and your Paulie Ds. Wacky and entertaining people who, no matter what you think about reality TV in general, kind of deserve at least some of their fame. But alongside these unique and interesting people, you get a whole bunch of boring, lazy, and uninspiring reality stars that make you scratch your head and wonder, how the hell did you get famous? Larsa Pippen is one of those celebs. From her days on Real Housewives of Miami to her high-profile marriage to ex-NBA legend Scottie Pippen, Larsa has done an incredible job of staying relevant, despite not really having any talent whatsoever. Despite appearing in a bunch of reality TV shows, releasing her own line of jewelry, and being a well-known Miami socialite, Larsa is perhaps most famous today for her wild and messy dating history. Now look, people shouldn't judge when it comes to who you choose to be with, but in Larsa's case, we really think you should judge. Rappers looking for revenge, teammates, and guys young enough to be her son. Larsa's done it all. So without further ado, let's get right into it and take a look at Larsa Pippen's messy dating history. With a surname like Pippen, it's not hard to guess who Larsa was married to for over 20 years, NBA superstar Scottie Pippen. The two married back in 1997, when Larsa was 23 and Scottie was 32. At the time, the basketball star was at the height of his career, having just won his 5th NBA championship with the Bulls. Together, they welcomed 4 children into the world: Scottie Jr., Preston, Justin, and Sophie. Not a lot is known of their relationship, except for the TMI. Larsa revealed during a Real Housewives reunion that throughout their 23-year marriage, she and Scottie had sex 4 times a night without a single day off. But it seems that despite their crazy bedroom antics, the 4 times a night arrangement wasn't working out, because in 2016, Scottie filed for divorce from his socialite wife. The pair did attempt to reconcile their marriage, being spotted just a few months later out and about in Los Angeles. A source close to the pair told People they are working on their relationship. I think they were always trying to find a common ground. For a while, they didn't see eye to eye, but they've been married for 20 years. They have 4 kids. However, just a year later, Larsa filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences, and this time, the separation was for good. It wasn't messy. There was no public fighting or airing out of each other's laundry. Larsa's attorney confirmed that all issues were resolved amicable, and the parties are now focusing on successfully co-parenting their remaining minor children. The first time Larsa personally spoke out about it was during a season 4 premiere of Real Housewives of Miami. In it, she opened up about her decision to sell the home she and Scottie had shared for all those years. Now that I'm single, I feel like I look better than ever, so my vibe is very Miami. It's sexy, it's fun, and I feel really independent. And for me, independence was really important, but it's not the same as being in a home with Scottie. The decision to finally walk away from her marriage wasn't an easy one, and it came after she had a string of flings during her first separation from her NBA husband. Around the time of her first separation, Larsa briefly dated rapper Future, a certified player known for his iconic mumbling vocals and love for women. A lot of different women. Future and Larsa were part of a similar circle of people who'd go to the same clubs and attend the same parties, both in Miami and Atlanta. Scottie had filed for divorce from Larsa in 2016, and shortly after that, she began her relationship with Future. But here's where stuff gets messy. Larsa was no doubt looking for a rebound, some attention during a hard moment in her life. Future, on the other hand, was looking for revenge. You see, rapper Nore recalled a conversation he'd had with Atlantic MC, where Future claims that Scottie denied him an autograph after Future had asked him for one. So what did Future do? He slept with Scottie's wife. Brutal. Future even included his new girlfriend in one of his songs, serenading his fans with a beautiful but also tender look into their relationship. I did it by mistake. It wasn't on purpose. End up fucking your wife. She was choosing up and it was on sight. Had her riding on me like a motorbike. Had to clean her head like a wet wipe. Something tells me Scottie skips that one when it comes on shuffle. In 2021, Larsa gave her side of the story, painting a sadder image than the braggadocious lyrics Future ever did. It was like, I was really sad. I was in a point in my life when I was really sad. I was dealing with, do I move on? Do I not? Are my kids going to be okay? It was a lot of guilt that I felt, and he was the guy that was there to see me go through it. And he was the guy that I would talk to when I was kind of like dealing with things. He gave me confidence when I was feeling in a dark place. The pair, surprisingly, didn't last, and Larsa soon moved on to another NBA player. This time, someone viewers on this channel might be familiar with: Kardashian love rat Tristan Thompson. Before he was cheating on Khloe, Larsa and Thompson had a brief fling. Larsa sat down with the Hollywood Raw podcast in 2020 and detailed how it had actually been her who introduced the Canadian NBA player to the Kardashians. I was kind of seeing Tristan before Khloe or any of them knew he existed. I had come to LA, I brought him to a party Kim Kardashian had, I introduced him to all of them. But you know Tristan, when it comes to girls, he isn't the type of guy to let his girlfriend stand in the way of him meeting his future baby mama. Just 10 days after Larsa introduced the NBA star to the Kardashians, Tristan and Khloe started dating. Larsa, though, holds no grudges. It's fine, I don't even care, it's whatever. I'm the type of person that doesn't chase what's not meant for me. The reality star also denied any entanglements between her and Tristan after he started seeing Khloe. It's hurtful people would think that I hooked up and was trying to ruin Khloe's life, but looking back, with all the stuff we know about Tristan Thompson today, maybe it's not that crazy an idea. As we mentioned earlier, Larsa and her NBA husband Scottie Pippen did try to reconcile after the initial split. They were spotted out for a date night in LA alongside some famous friends like LL Cool J, David Foster, and Kourtney Kardashian. Larsa even posted about her new 14-karat ring, a Valentine's present from her, at the point, still husband. It seemed like the flings, the diss tracks, and the messy dating hadn't pushed the NBA legend far, and for a short time, things looked like they were going to work themselves out. But as we know, they didn't. After just a year of reconciliation, it was Larsa who filed for divorce, and this time, things were permanent. After the second split, Larsa would take her messy dating decisions to a whole new level. It wasn't just that they were a lot younger, which they were, but just like Future, these new guys all had weird relations to either Larsa herself or her family. Let me explain. Her first relationship after the second split was with NBA player Malik Beasley. At the time, Malik was 23 years old. Meanwhile, Larsa was 46, giving the pair a 20-plus year age gap. But that wasn't the worst part about all this. In November 2020, a picture was posted online of Beasley and Larsa holding hands while shopping together. No big deal, right? Except Malik Beasley was married to model Montana Yao, who had no idea what her husband was doing with the 46-year-old woman. Wow, I don't even know this man, she wrote on her Instagram story after the photos went viral. This is wild, y'all. I'm seeing this for the first time, just like y'all. Ouch. A month later, Larsa defended her actions, tweeting out to her fans that Beasley had actually been separated from Yao when they started seeing each other. That's when Yao responded, alleging that this was false. But despite the public outcry, bashing Larsa as a homewrecker, she doubled down. Appearing on Hollywood Unlocked, Larsa went into more detail about the alleged affair. They had issues before. It had nothing to do with me, so I wasn't thinking anything about it. If you spent a minute Googling their situation, it wasn't the ideal situation way before me. Larsa and Malik's relationship ended 4 months after it began, with a rep for Larsa saying they're still friends and still in communication, but are not together. Distance played a role in the breakup. Yao, meanwhile, who shares a child with the NBA player, filed for divorce shortly after the whole incident took place. To make things even worse, Beasley would later become teammates with Larsa Pippen's son, Scottie Pippen Jr., when both played on the Lakers. What I would give to be in that locker room. So far, messy doesn't even begin to describe Larsa's dating life since her split from Scottie Pippen. She has dated a rapper intent on sleeping with another man's wife as revenge for a previous slight, a cheating player of a man who spent more time sleeping around than actually playing in the NBA, and a 23-year-old married father who may or may not have been going through a separation of his own. But it gets worse. Way, way worse. Larsa's newest beau is none other than Marcus Jordan, the son of NBA legend Michael Jordan, her ex-husband's former teammate. Michael and Scottie were the core of the Chicago Bulls team that won everything throughout the 90s. They have a close but strained relationship full of drama, jealousy, and regret. Michael was the king, Black Jesus. the greatest basketball player ever. Scottie, meanwhile, who was an amazing all-star level player, felt like he never quite got out of Michael's shadow. Now, years later, and after going through a divorce, his ex-wife is dating his former teammate's son. Yeah, we know. The two were first linked after paparazzi spotted them having lunch together, September of 2022. Not long after that, they were again spotted at Rolling Loud, a yearly hip-hop festival. Larsa defended the relationship, claiming the two were just friends. We've been friends for a few years, and that's really what it is. We're friends. In December, Marcus joined Larsa for the Real Housewives of Miami Season 5 premiere party, and the following month, the two were spotted kissing in Miami. A source close to the pair soon confirmed it. They were dating. On January 2023, things became official. Larsa posted a photo of the pair to her Instagram, announcing to the world that she and Marcus Jordan were officially a thing. The reaction online was negative, to say the least. Was it a ploy to get back at her ex-husband? Because if it was, damn, that's hard. Scottie would have remembered when Marcus Jordan was born. Now Larsa had probably called them both daddy. Larsa told People about the moment when she realized she wanted to be more than just friends with Marcus. I think it was one night we went out and there was a girl that was there. She was trying to talk to him, and I was getting jealous over it. And it was weird because I'm not really the jealous person, but I was jealous over the situation. During the Season 5 premiere of Real Housewives of Miami, Larsa even admits to being open to change her name to Jordan should she and Marcus ever tie the knot. Larsa admitted that she knew the relationship was a little inappropriate, going as far as to hide his name in her phone contacts as Marc Jacob. I figured this was off limits. It was not something I wanted to go to war for. Marcus also opened up about his family's reaction to the news, saying there was definitely some shock and that it caught maybe some people off guard a bit. When asked about how his dad felt and whether or not he approved of the relationship, NJ kept it simple. He laughed and said, "No." Larsa said she was embarrassed and traumatized by the NBA legend's comment, but come on. Scottie helped Michael win 6 championships. I think we know who he's gonna support. Speaking of Scottie, he's been silent about the whole thing. No tweets, no comments, nothing. It's a cold world out there, and Scottie has been humiliated, embarrassed, and hurt by his ex-wife, enough to probably know that staying away is the best medicine. Larsa and Marcus still seem to be very much in love, which is supposed to prove it, but only time will tell if this one is meant to last. What do you think of Larsa Pippen's messy dating history? Do you think her actions and behavior are okay? Or should she take more responsibility for the people in her life she's hurting and embarrassing by making these choices? Thanks for watching, and if you want to see more true celeb stories, check out our other videos or check back tomorrow. Bye!